tube, you can fix with the oblique to make the superficial space should be wider with the oblique penetration of the needle to fix and cut in the middle, and this is the recipient. This should be a donor vessel. Okay. My preference is the 20 to 30 degree oblique to press the recipient. In the critical case, in MCA was running like this. I moved a bit more the other side and make the angle of the recipient should be 20 to 30 degrees. It's my preference. Yeah, but this depends on the situation. Sometimes the recipient running totally horizontally, it's difficult to make this situation. But today, to do a practice much more comfortable, just parallel pressing is okay. It depends on your preference. If you want to do with just a parallel pressing, it's okay. For me, it's comfortable. This arm or this arm. Now I fix the recipient like this. And before beginning the osmosis, we have to do a fishbone training at the end of the donor. As I told you in the morning, we can do a 60 degree oblique cut like this. 60 degrees.
So you should use a
and to visualize much more easier, we can use the glue die. This should be a crystal wire, right? This is in Japan. This is so-called gyokuni. And 60 degree cut and the same length cutting up should be cut like this. Now again,
ใช้หล่อหยด
and in the clinical case as well, the donor vessel should be placed on the recipient like this, and we should mark the arteriotomy line. And you take from here to here. This should be an appropriate length of arteriotomy. The same length with fishbone threading should be appropriate. And before making the arteriotomy, okay. Testing. 本日は晴天だ。
聞こえてない。
Can you speak louder? In the practice, in clinical case as well, we should prepare everything before clamping with the recipient. This means that we should minimize the temporal occlusion time. To do this, we need perfect preparation before clamping the recipient.
調子悪い。 change.
This is a micro thread, 10-0 micro thread. We can check here. Here is 10-0. Oh, this one. 10-0. Today it's a practice, so we should save the thread, so we can cut the micro thread. But in the clinical case, please do not cut today micro thread. But this is a demonstration I cut for like same as the clinical case. I usually prepare the micro thread 5 centimeter length. The meaning of a 5 centimeter length is with 5 centimeter, this is not too long, this is not too short. You can manipulate this thread with one hand your finger action like this. With the finger action like this, you can manage all the lengths of the stitch. Now I can place the stay switcher on the toe side.
Yeah.
なんかガーゼみたいな、ティッシュみたいな。
ティッシュ。
ティッシュ。
トイレから持ってきます。
あります。
あ、すみません。Thank you.
In a clinical case, always 2 stitches should be prepared as a stay switcher on the toe side and the heel side. Again, this one also cut at the 5 centimeter. The focus is not speed very right.
6分の3です。
6分の 3?
はい、2にします。
4でいい。
フォーカス4。ズームが2です。
Now you can see this is the heel stay. Now we have to confirm whether the needle is penetrated. Completely or not? Completely. Okay. Like this. Then put the donor beside the recipient. Like this. Then you can temporarily, in a clinical case, here and here. As I told you, the needle is fixed with the oblique degree like this. Temporarily should be placed with frames. You see, with principle. Not this direction. Temporarily should be placed this way and this direction. You see. Then you can secure the manipulating operative field wider. You see. But this is a process you don't need a temporary. So we can make the arteriotomy along the posterior margin. Perpendicularly hold the vessel like this and cut. And then you can make the arteriotomy line. lastly, you can confirm inside, not to grasp directly intimate. Confirm inside. Then, this is the heel scale. I prefer to place the heel scale first. But it depends on the situation in your operative field. And now I penetrate the recipient wall. Then now, there is a trick. This is the first trick. The other side, if I'm a right-handed man, so right-handed man grab all the needle like this, and the left hand help the pulling the thread like this. Hold the left forceps like this, and the main pulley. Without the left forceps help, if you pull the thread directly, you can see here. The recipient is pulled up. This causes the laceration of here. So, put the forceps like this, then the laceration power is dissolved, you see? Like this. Then you can find the tail of the thread, you see? And then the other side thread is pulled. Then you can make a loop, but you don't need to rotate the forceps. Just close the forceps like this, then here you can find the loop, like this. Then hold the end of the thread. Then again, next, in this direction you can find the loop here. Then you need to tie 3 times. And you can cut. Now you can move to a toe stay like this. Toe stay must be performed with a reverse penetration like this. Reverse penetration, you need to control the direction of the needle. To control the direction like this, you can rotate the needle like this. With this direction, the other side. This is the reverse angle, like this. The control of the thread 360 degree, you can see. Then, now you can find inside, confirm the tip of needle, and find the penetration point. Where is appropriate, as I told you. Twice of the wall thickness should be the body connection around here. You can see, now penetrate. Then, around the curve of the needle, you must rotate. Don't pull straightly. It causes a wall laceration, especially in a moya patient. Moya vessel has a very thin wall. Don't pull the needle straightly. Rotate around the curve of the needle. And it's a very important point. We can confirm the shape of the needle. I think this is a quarter needle. This means a quarter needle. I usually use a 3.5 millimeter length of needle and a quarter needle. Quarter circle, you see. Then, after penetrating, again, you need to put the left side forceps like this and then make the pull. Then, like this, you can pull without laceration power on the penetration of the thread on the recipient. You see? Then, appropriate position of the thread around approximately 10 millimeter. Then you can make the loop like this. Now you can cut the thread. And there is a frequent question, which side should be first? Now I place the donor vessel on the left side like this. I am simulating this is the left side STA In the left side STA is coming from the left side to the recipient. You see? So, in this situation, the STA is a very good donor. Here cannot be moderate too much. So, this side, left side is a narrow side to stitch. Right side is the wider side. It's much easier to stitch. So, which side should be first? Narrow side first. Okay, narrow side first. So narrow side is the left side. Now the left side should be first to stitch. So the other side, right side, to avoid the mark stitching, the right side vessel donor block should be placed inside the recipient like this. And the narrow side, the other side, left side donor block should be outside. And I recommend you to put the intermediate state on the middle of the donor vessel. And you can find the middle point of a recipient. With the highest concentration. And the point is appropriate penetrating point here. You see? Then confirm the exact penetration, then you can pull. And then make a pulley like this. And the 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter should be twice and 3 times. Now you can cut. Okay. Next, you can go to the first stitch next to stay stitch. I prefer to stitch next to heel stay. Heel stay. Because first stitch next to a heel stay stitch is the most difficult point to stitch. Just a bit open the tip of the forceps like this, and penetrate the wall, donor wall. this point, first stitch next to stay suture, here, and here, and the other side, here, and the other side, here. There are 4 points, first stitch next to stay suture. This point should be, the distance of bite should be 1 times of the wall thickness to avoid the stenosis of the recipient. If you penetrate too much distance in the first stitch next to stay suture, like this, if you penetrate here, what happens next? If you tie here, it causes a stenosis. You see? So don't penetrate, don't take too much bite at the first stitch next to stay suture. 1 times of the wall thickness. This is the trick. This is the second trick to avoid the stenosis of the recipient in the end to side answer. You see? Then you can continue to stitch. The advantage of intermediate stay suture here is it makes appropriate tension between here and here. Then it makes it easier to stitch. This twice distance of the wall thickness. See? And the interval of each stitch should be 4 times of the wall thickness. Here and here. The bite should be around here, and the middle point of both stitches, like this. Now I can finish the quarter of the suture. Now you can go to the next quarter. But first, I usually perform the first stitch of the second quarter is on the heel side, toe side. Because here is the second most difficult point to stitch. Next, it's the same. In this situation, you can calculate the additionally 1, 2, 3, like this. You can add 3 more speeches here. Now, today you are going to use is so-called supervised forces. This one is also supervised. The platform, long platform, 10mm or 7mm platform, and with non-slippery modification at the tip of inside. This is the reason why this is the supervisor has a very good, comfortable, strong grasping power. This is developed by Mr. Takayama. He is helping so much. This forceps is quite good to do a microanastomosis comfortably and exactly. This time, Takayama and Muto America, Mr. Otsuka provided all the instruments and Kamiyama scissors. This time, Kamiyama scissors, 6th grade Kamiyama scissors is provided. Anyway, with twice wipe of all thickness like this. It's a 10mm. And you need to attention to tie the thread, not to this direction, should be this direction. Tying direction is quite important. Now, you can confirm the inside from the other side after finishing one side. Now, here, I can realize that I have a mark stitch here. You can see it here. The other side wall is suture like this. Yeah, but it may happen. So, this is a very important to confirm inside from the other side. And if this kind of mark stitching happens, you have to go back the other side. The other side, you have to go back the other side. Again, you can confirm here, and here. Which one? Here, 3 stitches are 1 stitch. Terrible. But this one here. Okay? Here. This one. Here. This one. again. We can confirm side. Okay. The mouse pitch is solved. At this step, we can devise the microanastomosis without any complication. Don't be rushed. If you have a trouble, don't be rushed. Step back to the previous manipulation and confirm. Then, before penetrating all the needle, you can confirm inside like this. Then you can pull out. And one more stitch. Now finishing one side, and you can confirm again from the other side, inside. Okay? Then you can go to the other side. Now you can start your practice and continue the other side stitching. But this kind of mud stitching, mud work, easily happens. But you can devise carefully, check carefully. The purpose of the microanastomosis is not the stitching. The purpose is make the patency, exact patency of the anastomosis, you see? And now I am using a Mitaka microscope. This is a MM80. This is a hyper-tuned microscope I ordered Mitaka to make the super fast system. Now this zooming speed is normal in the Mitaka. But in the world standard, this is quite fast. Even with the Mitaka normal speed, this is the fastest. This is not fast for me. So I ordered to make an ultra fast one. If I push the turbo switch, now the zooming speed like this. This speed is 0.1 second from minimum to maximum, maximum to minimum. The meaning of a very fast, super fast zooming is to shorten the anastomosis, temporary occlusion time. As I showed you, in one stage, we need a zooming like this, at least twice. When you penetrate the vessel wall, you need the highest lung tension. Like this. Then arm zooming. Like this. And the zooming to tie exactly. So this is a super fast zooming, but without super fast zooming, this is a 0.5 second. This is a 0.5, 1 second, maybe 1 second. This is the standard speed, 1 second. ちょっと一番遅くしてみる。This is a super slow mode in Mitaka. Super slow mode maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds. If you perform a microanastomosis with a 3-second zooming, when you get the highest 3 seconds, and after stitching, time 3 seconds, and cut. The 6 seconds, round trip zooming, you need the 6 seconds. Now, how much stitches I stitches in the other side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Except stitch switches, I stitch 8 stitches. Today, we need totally 18 stitches to complete it. 18 stitches times 6 seconds. How much is it? 128 seconds. It's 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes. If you shorten the zooming time to the 0.5 seconds, 1 second in each round trip, 18 seconds. 18 seconds totally. So you can shorten almost 2 minutes of the microanastomosis. This is the reason why I ordered the super fast zooming system. So the Mikado microscope is just one microscope which has a super fast zooming system in the world. Even Zeiss, even Leica, they don't have it. Because to be honest, I have been asking them to make a super fast zooming system, but they didn't. They didn't make it. Only Mitaka answered to my order. And now the other side, I'm penetrating the donor or like this, reverse stitching, reverse direction stitching, and then penetrating the recipient. You see? This is the practice. This way of penetration is not comfortable for you. Many of you are uncomfortable if you penetrate like this. But this is the practice. Try it. We have to master 360-degree control of needle. This side, this side, this side, this side. 300 degree. Every 5 degree, you have to control the needle. You see? And rotate. to pull out the needle and make a pull. Don't pull the vessel directly. For example, if you stitch the first stitch next to a space suture on toe side, you see, toe side, the appropriate direction of the needle should be basically, do not penetrate the needle from the recipient side. This means that if you penetrate the recipient from outside inside, the recipient intima or wall layer easily destroyed. It causes a dissection of the recipient. To avoid this, recipient should be penetrated from inside to outside. To do this, you need this direction. But if the SPA has a very bad condition and with this outside-inside penetration of SPA donor vessel, it also causes a dissection. So depending on the condition of the vessel wall, but usually SPA wall is good. And with this direction, you can see we can find the exact penetration point of the recipient like this. You can find the tip of the needle like this here. If here is not appropriate, you can change the tip, location of the tip, position of the tip, change in this, then you can penetrate. You see, so you need to control every direction. 360 degrees, you see? This is the fundamental of anastomosis. Like shadow boxing in the boxer training, or butt swing in baseball, racket swing in tennis player. This is the fundamental. Without fundamental skill, you can be a good player, good surgeon. See? So this is very important. And if the donor vessel condition was too bad, with a very thick wall and easy dissection of donor wall, and relatively the MCA wall was good, you can put the forceps like this to avoid the dissection of MCA. Then you can penetrate the MCA outside, inside. Then you can penetrate the donor from inside to outside. Depends on the vessel condition, you see. Normally, in my experience, the donor is much good than the recipient. So like this. Of course, penetrate the donor vessel. Then put the tip of needle inside the vessel. find the seed penetration point. Okay. If you can't put the pulley like this, don't pull the superior, pull horizontal if you have a space in an operative field. But in a deeper side, in a deep anastomosis, no space here. In a deep anastomosis like this, so in a deep anastomosis, you can't throw the needle like this. In a deep anastomosis, all the instruments come like this. Like this. In such situation, you can hold the needle in this direction, then you can put pulley like this, then cross thread, vertical. This is the reason why deep anastomosis is difficult. During anastomosis, if there is something like a doggy like this, here should be a doggy. This is a leakage point after the flow. If you hear like this, you should put one more stitch in between. Now we can finish the exercise. After finishing it, you can cut here, and we can confirm inside. Whether there is a mark stitch or not. Good. Inside. If necessary, you can cut here and confirm inside. You can dry. Here maybe you must be this one. Like clearance. But this kind of trouble is cause of acute thrombosis, acute occlusion of the mitral. But with this hostage in a clinical case, if this happens, the bypass cannot be created. Immediately occlusion. So we have to understand that this kind of situation easily happens, even if you carefully perform like this. So the confirmation, especially after opening the recipient, the expanded condition of the here is very important. With this mastic, the here cannot be expanded sufficiently. Okay. Now, then after taking out, and you can add one more stitch carefully again. Then you can get the pages. Because here, without the mouth stitch removed out, the inside can be expanded. Okay, this is the end-to-side anastomosis. So, trying to complete the end-to-side anastomosis. How long? Remaining time?
Actually, we have to go to the next anastomosis right now. We don't have we don't have time for it.
We go.
Yes, we have to go to the next.
Okay. Okay. Side to side.
Side to side.
Okay.